That's Patrick Byrne from Overstock. Have a good weekend, Patrick. What would happen to those pushing for wealth redistribution if Romney's pro-capitalist ideas were the winning formula in November? Let's ask someone who's been protesting against capitalism, Priscilla Grimm, director of OccupyWallStreet.org. Priscilla, good to see you again. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
All right. Well, first of all, is making money, a lot of money, bad?
Absolutely not. Why should it be bad that you be rewarded for your great efforts?
All right, what about capital then? Investment capital, the likes of which Mitt Romney was involved in creating.
I think that we need to reevaluate the way that it's taxed. I think that paying under 20% in taxes, which in many cases I think it came out that he was paying like 13% tax on the income that he was receiving from his investment capital, that's absolutely wrong, and that needs to be changed.
But the work that Bain Capital was doing, that Newt Gingrich was criticizing, almost sounded like an Occupy Wall Street when he was capitalizing it. Do you think he was onto something, or do you think that that a group like Bain Capital and other investment groups, private equity groups, are good or bad?
I think that we need to remix our relationship to investment banking.
What do you mean by that?
We need to remix capitalism. We need to have these companies reinvest into the communities in which they do business in healthy, sustainable ways.
Wait a minute, who decides what's a good business and a bad business? Because we saw from Solyndra, the government is pretty lousy about picking winners and losers.
There are many different types of businesses, and they don't always succeed. I think any good capitalist would agree with that.
Yeah,
yes?
but you think, I think capitalists, look, Bain had 77 significant investments when he was head of it. And most of those were very successful. I think he had a 70% success rate. You look at the disastrous investments that the government has been involved in recently, and I would put my money, you know, if I had to spend my money on a capitalist investor rather than a government one, wouldn't you?
But you know, the government is really looking for new solutions to old problems, which Solyndra was one of them. They were looking towards a new way to bring in energy and to use that in our country.
Yeah, but they picked a huge loser. The president said Solyndra is the prime example of the kind of investment we should be making in America, and it failed miserably. They built a glass house that cost $700 million. Their factory was $700 million. Talk about excess. I mean, that's one of the things that Occupy points out to. But why don't you point to Solyndra as an example of excess?
Well, let's talk about excess. Let's talk about the $150 billion a year that's lost to offshore tax havens. Let's talk about the 1%.
If you have a repatriation tax holiday, maybe that money would come back.
Why should they have a tax holiday?
Oh, so
they don't have enough money
But it's
already?
not doing us any good over there, is it?
And it's not doing us any good in it being concentrated into 400 individuals in this world.
No, but the point is that it's not doing us any good. We got to find a way of bringing that capital back home, and maybe a way to do that is a tax holiday. We've done it before, and it's been successful before. Why not try it again?
Because there's better ways to do that, and I don't think giving the top 1% more of our money is the answer.
Okay, well, we always appreciate you coming on. Priscilla Grimm, thank you very much. You staying for the Harlem Globetrotters?
I might.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. They're coming on at the end of the show. You don't want to miss them. Well, one-time presidential candidate and Governor Mike Huckabee being dragged into the campaign once again. Earlier, Mitt Romney used Huckabee in a political ad without permission, by the way. This time, it's Newt Gingrich. Take a look.